You finally made it to the right place, and there's something that we can both agree on, and that's that dark spots suck. They're super hard to treat, and you can try a bunch of stuff over the counter, and a lot of it doesn't work. I'm gonna give you 3 of the best treatments that you can get over the counter that you can start today. Some of these have shown that it'll help dark spots in as little as 2 weeks. So stick with me because I'm gonna talk about one of the products that has a secret ingredient that works amazing. Another one smells like sulfur, but it also works like magic. And finally, one of them is vegan. Either way, you're gonna leave today with 3 great products to help your hyperpigmentation. So here we go. So getting started, I wanna let you know that any of these products will work for any skin type. So if you have fairer skin tone or darker skin tone, any of these products will work for you. My goal today is not only to educate you on the ingredients that are in them, but help show and describe them to you so you can pick the best one that you think will work great for you. I personally tried all of these products and I know they have amazing formulations that are very effective. But as always with anything with skincare, if you've tried over-the-counter solutions and given it a good consistent shot and you're still not seeing results, the best bet is to see a board-certified dermatologist in person to get the best treatment. Sometimes prescription treatments are required for these problems. So we'll get into the first treatment. This is the Urban Skin RX Advanced Even Tone Day and Night Treatment. Now this happens to be the product that has the secret ingredient in it, which we'll talk about in a little bit. But also there's a disclaimer I'd like to make that you won't find on the product packaging. Without a doubt, this is an absolute powerhouse for fighting hyperpigmentation. All of the products I talk about today have incredible ingredient lists, and this is no exception. You'll see that this product has niacinamide, tranexamic acid, kojic acid, and bakuchiol. So what are these ingredients good for? Well, let me tell you. First of all, the niacinamide concentration is very important. 5% niacinamide is absolutely perfect because it's not overly irritating because it's at too high of a concentration, but yet it's high enough to be effective. It helps inhibit the melanocytes from releasing melanin into the upper layers of the skin. And remember, when we're talking about melanin, we're talking about dark spots. So the melanocytes that make up the pigment in our skin are good because sometimes they're protective from harmful rays like the sun, but also they can be bad when they end up spilling out in the skin, leaving dark spots behind from previous inflammation, whether it's from acne or your skin being super dry and irritated, or a strong acid that you used on your skin that overly irritated your skin. Any of these things can leave dark marks, and the treatments today will work for any of these reasons. Now, tranexamic acid was a medication that was actually used as a pill by mouth to help treat conditions like melasma or the mask of pregnancy, which is a hyperpigmentation that ladies usually get often on the face that's somewhat symmetrical that happens from taking oral contraceptives or possibly during pregnancy. But since then, we've also realized that it does help hyperpigmentation when it's applied topically. It helps to prevent the activation of melanocytes, which make the melanin and make the pigment. So tranexamic acid can help in that way. Just because acid's in the name doesn't mean that it's irritating. It's generally very well tolerated, so I don't want you to worry about that. Another great ingredient in this product is kojic acid. It's at a 2% concentration. Kojic acid helps to prevent the enzyme in melanocytes that make melanin called tyrosinase. It can help to prevent dark marks from forming and also help to fade dark marks that are already there. Now, we're not quite to the secret ingredient, but the Urban Skin RX does have another ingredient in it that you won't see in the other products I talk about today, and that's bakuchiol. So bakuchiol actually comes from a plant, and it has an activity very similar to retinoids. And as you guys know, retinoids are great for anti-aging, hyperpigmentation, skin texture. They're amazing. But this is a plant-derived derivative of basically a retinol. So it acts kind of the same way, but it comes from a plant. So what that does is it helps to kind of speed up the turnover of skin cells to help kind of shed those dark marks faster. So some retinols have even shown their own ability to inhibit tyrosinase, the enzyme that makes dark spots. So bakuchiol is an interesting ingredient to have in here, and I think a perfect pairing with the other ingredients that are in this formula. Now let's get into the secret ingredient that's in the Urban Skin RX Advanced Even Tone Day and Night Treatment. Longest name ever, by the way. So the secret ingredient that's in here, it's not listed on the front, okay? It's not listed anywhere here, but it's glycolic acid. And glycolic acid is an awesome fruit-derived acid that helps to gently chemically exfoliate away dull, dead, dry skin cells and helps to fade dark marks faster. Now, I don't know exactly why it wasn't listed on the main ingredients on here because I think it's just as important as the other ingredients. My theory is a lot of people, especially with darker skin tones, falsely believe that they can't use acids in their skincare because they could get hyperpigmentation. Although it's actually one of the best treatments that there are for hyperpigmentation that are out there. You just have to use them safely and at appropriate concentrations. If someone was to use a really super strong glycolic acid, you can burn your skin and end up with hyperpigmentation, but in a concentration like this, it's absolutely perfect. Now, I want you all to know what you're getting into with these products, so I'm actually gonna kind of show you. I'm gonna apply it to the skin, talk about the experience with the product. So this is, again, the Urban Skin RX Advanced Even Tone Day and Night Treatment, okay? So it's a serum-like consistency, a little bit yellow in color, okay? Sometimes when you don't use it for a little while, you may notice a little bit of brown probably where it oxidizes there. On the label, it says morning and night. Now this is that secret tip that I was talking about. As a dermatologist, I think that it's better to use this just one time per day and to use it only at bedtime. And the reason I say that is because it does have that glycolic acid in it, and glycolic acid can make you sensitive to the sun and make you a little bit more prone to burning. So I'd rather you just use it one time per day and use it at bedtime and just stay consistent with it. When we're treating hyperpigmentation and such, it's not a rush. It's just more of a marathon and staying consistent to get to the finish. So when I put this on, it goes on very smooth. There's really no burning. I don't think that the glycolic acid is very strong in the product, but it goes on very smooth. Fragrance wise, there's no fragrance to it. It's quite gentle, and it just feels really good on the skin. It feels smooth, it feels a little bit hydrated, but that's really it. But there's no good smell to it, bad smell to it. It's pretty kind of, blah on that front, and that's okay. Dermatologists don't tend to like fragrance that much because fragrances for a lot of people can be allergens or irritants. So there you have it, the Advanced Even Tone Day and Night Treatment. I think it should be the Advanced Even Tone Night Treatment, but quick absorbing, feels great on the skin. And looking at the survey results from when they did surveys of the people that use this product, over 90% agreed that it's not irritating. So I don't think most people are going to be irritated by it. I've actually done it twice a day for over a month and I got zero irritation from it. So I think it's a great treatment for hyperpigmentation. And actually over 80% of people in the survey said that this product faded the dark marks in just 2 weeks, which is pretty impressive. And by the way, if you tried any products for hyperpigmentation, I'd love to hear if they worked or if they didn't work in the comments below. Comments like that help the whole community get our best skin. Let's get on to the next one. Ooh, yeah, that's the one, but it does work like magic. Sometimes things don't smell the best, but it's super worth it. Hear me out. So when I say it smells like sulfur, but it works like magic, I don't really mean magic. I kind of mean science. So the ingredient profile on this product is actually my favorite out of the 3. So let's get into that. So to address the smell factor first, this product actually has something in it called glutathione, and it has cysteine groups, which tend to make a sulfur-like smell. And sometimes that can smell a little bit like rotten eggs, but I will tell you, when you apply this, you will smell it. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, but that does fade away. And also, if you're applying it at bedtime, it's not like you're having to carry this around on your face all day long. I don't think it would bother somebody long-term, but it does not smell good, but I still highly, highly recommend it. So the cream that we're talking about right now is Faded by Topicals. Okay, and it is amazing because of the list of ingredients. Okay, it has Kojic Acid in it, it has melatonin in it, it has Tranexamic Acid in it, it has Niacinamide in it, it has licorice root extract, and it also has azelaic acid. So just an absolute knockout combination of ingredients to fight hyperpigmentation and dark spots. So we know that inflammation can lead to the formation of dark marks. So this has multiple antioxidant and anti-inflammatory components in it, okay? So the melatonin, for example, the Centella asiatica, a plant-derived antioxidant and anti-inflammatory, are both in this product. Niacinamide, again, prevents that melanin from going to the surface layer of the skin where it shows up as dark spots. Kojic acid in it helps to inhibit that tyrosinase enzyme, which forms melanin and dark spots in the first place. This also has licorice root extract in it, which is an anti-inflammatory and antioxidant, which can help limit hyperpigmentation as well. So to have so many awesome ingredients in a single product, you might expect a high price point for this, but literally it's in the $30 price range, and you can get it online. It's easy to find, and it is absolutely amazing. Let me show you a little bit of what the consistency is, and we'll take another smell test of the product. So again, this is Faded by Topicals, okay? So this is a little bit thicker. It's almost like a lotion-like consistency. You'd actually call this a serum, okay? It's a serum, and it does have a smell. You know, if you smelled like a perm before, it has that kind of smell. I think rotten eggs is putting it a little harsh. I think actually a perm is probably the closest thing, okay? But a real kind of thin consistency. It is a touch thicker than the Urban Skin RX Advanced Even Tone Day and Night treatment. But I'll go ahead and put this one on the forehead here, okay? And we'll rub it in so you guys can get a, you know, a visual of kind of what it looks like on the skin and how it absorbs. Okay, so that was about a pea-sized amount. Honestly, the amount that I just applied, you could probably spread over your whole face. So this tube actually would last a while. You can use this cream actually as a spot treatment, or you can even go ahead and treat your whole face. It's fine to treat your whole face with it. It goes on, once it's on, it kind of feels like I just put on a moisturizer. It doesn't really feel too thick or tacky. And I'm gonna let it set in just a moment, and then I'll show you guys kind of what it looks like. So the Faded has been on my skin now just a minute or so. It literally just feels like a moisturizer. It feels like hydrated skin, and that's it. Again, the smell of it does fade, and I'm afraid I'm gonna scare you guys away from using this product, but for me, I'd rather use something that is actually effective than waste my money on something that doesn't work. You shouldn't run away from this. It is a great product that I truly believe in. So with Faded, you can basically count on a brighter complexion and faded dark spots, okay? As a bonus too, there's no animal testing, there's no dyes in this, and it's also fragrance free. So again, derms love products that are fragrance free, and there's no purpose for having dyes in it because it's just gonna potentially irritate or be an allergen for somebody. So it's really nice. It also comes in recyclable packaging for people that are into that as well. So I think that's all really important. We got one more product that's awesome for dark spots, and it's a little different because this one's actually a gel. So now we're on to another great product, and this one is gel, but it's not for your nails. This is gel for your face, and this is Versed. Okay, so Versed, another great brand that makes affordable products. Out of Sight Dark Spot Gel, okay? So this goes on really nice. It dries quickly for you. You can use other products over the top of it once you let it dry for 2 or 3 minutes. It's really a great option. It's got a lot of our familiar ingredients in it, like Tranexamic Acid, Niacinamide, licorice root. Okay, so we're seeing these ingredients pop up in all these products because they're very effective. And that's why I've handpicked these 3 products to help you treat your dark spots, because it's the combination of all of these ingredients that really makes the difference. So we'll take a look at this one here, okay? So as you see, it's a clear or maybe a slightly yellow hue to it. It's pretty much a clear gel, and I've still got a little room on the right side of my face to apply this. So I'll show you guys how that looks on here. And you can apply this again as a spot treatment to any dark spots that you have, okay? It's very lightweight. It's much more lightweight than the other 2 that we tried, okay? The Faded's probably the thickest. The Urban Skin RX is probably in between. And then this one is by far the lightest consistency. And you can basically leave that on just for a little bit. They say 2 or 3 minutes, let it kind of soak in and dry. And it may feel just a touch tacky when you first apply it. I don't even really feel the tackiness at this point. But you can apply that and then just let it dry, and then go ahead and you can put on your other products afterwards. Now, in studies looking at people that use this for 8 weeks, over 85% of people thought that their dark spots had faded in that time. So that's a huge number, and 8 weeks really isn't that long when you've been fighting dark spots. So pretty impressive. We've seen some impressive numbers from all of these products, some as soon as 2 weeks, 8 weeks. I think all of these are very reasonable ranges. You're gonna wanna use these products consistently for weeks, sometimes to months, to really get the best result. For the Versed Out of Sight Dark Spot Gel, you certainly can use this one twice a day. That's no problem. So if you're down for using something twice a day, go for it. It's very lightweight. This one also is our vegan product. So this one is vegan if you're into that. And it's also cruelty free. So that's awesome to know about this product too. So I'm Dr. Dylan Greeny, and that is 3 great products that you can get over the counter today to help fade your dark spots. If you got questions about them, feel free to ask them in the comments below. And if I've helped you get your best skin, feel free to like and subscribe. Make sure to click the bell so you know when I drop new videos so you can get your best skin.